what Israel has targeted until now. Now, on day one, Israel assassinated some of Iran's top military brass, including the chief of the Revolutionary Guard. Israel has also killed several Iranian nuclear scientists during its attacks on the country. Nuclear sites have also been targeted. In fact, it's hit Natanz and Fardal. Those are two facilities buried deep underground, as well as the Isfahan facility. Now, the UN watchdog has so far said that no high-level radiation has been detected, but there's been widespread attacks in several other sites. Israel has struck military bases as well as residential areas. Apartment buildings in the capital, Tehran, have faced a great level of damage. And then on Saturday, it began targeting Iran's critical energy infrastructure. It struck a gas refinery in the port city of Kangan, forcing it to temporarily scale back production, and later an oil depot in Tehran, one of the largest storage and distribution hubs in the country. Now, Ali Akbar Darani is a researcher with the Center for Strategic Studies, joining us live now from Tehran. Thanks very much for your time. Israel has clearly had this plan in the making for some time now, but now that a few days have unfolded, is the picture any clearer for you on what's Israel's aims here?
It's now very clear that the Israeli war of aggression against Iran has nothing to do with Iran's nuclear program. They are using Iran's nuclear program as a pretext to wage a war, and their aim is regime change and topple the ruling system, hoping that their actions will lead to some Iranians protesting in the streets, and that the ruling system is going to collapse from within. That is a big, huge miscalculation. It has not happened. It's not going to happen. It has become very clear that Netanyahu is the Adolf Hitler of the 21st century, and he has sold war to the Trump administration without logistical support from the US, without diplomatic, intelligence support, and military support from the US. Israel would have never been able to carry out such an attack against Iran. But Iran is now pretty determined to make sure that Israel will pay a price. This is so simple. If Israel does not pay a very heavy price, it will not stop. So Iran has to make Israel to change its calculations and stop this aggression. And the only way is to inflict unbearable pain on Israel. Now that Israel has attacked Iran's economic infrastructure, oil refineries, Iran has no option but to retaliate. And Israel has few key economic infrastructures. If they are destroyed, Israel will go into darkness, and Iran is pretty sure to do that.
And that's obviously the biggest concern there, is what happens next and what will Israel be targeting. But these latest explosions that we've been seeing are the most central so far in Tehran. We're talking about close to government buildings, including parliament. How worried are you and other Iranians as these attacks seem to be inching even closer? Because these explosions are in a capital which is home to 15 million people.
Iran suffered an intelligence setback only because Israel was able to smuggle mini drones and ammunition into Iran, and now infiltrators are using those mini drones in a dirty terrorist technique against civilian areas, against residential areas, to create chaos. This is part of their coordinated plan to create chaos in Iran. Iran has made good progress in cracking down, but still there is a way to go. Iran is out of shock. There is now a clear plan to retaliate in kind and make sure that the Israeli plan is going to fail. This war is going to backfire. they are not going to achieve their goal.
Now, Iran's president says that if Israel's hostile actions continue, Tehran's responses will also be more, in his words, decisive and severe. What do you think that could look like? What does it mean? Because it's very clear that there's a dangerous escalation here.
Now it has become very clear that the Americans had no real intention of making a deal with Iran. Iran was honest. Iran was open to negotiations for a deal. And that deal was Iran will accept limitations in its uranium enrichment program. And for the lifting of sanctions, there will be no weaponization, and we have a deal. This is what the Americans talked about at the very beginning. Their red line was weaponization, but they changed their position into zero enrichment, and that is the Israeli agenda for war. So there is no way that Iran can give in to American demands, or Iran is not going to capitulate. So President Trump burned his chance for a deal. And Iran is now determined to remain defiant, defend itself, and Iran will do a lot more in the days to come in self-defense. Israelis will be surprised based on my information that Iran is planning to do.
OK, thank you very much, Mr. Ali Akbar Darani, researcher with the Center for Strategic Studies.
You're welcome.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.